Confident line work is essential for dynamic and expressive figure drawing because it's the foundation of your personal drawing language. If you don't have good line quality or a dynamic range of marks, no amount of correct anatomy in your figures is going to make for compelling or unique drawings. And the way to improve your marks is to not improve your marks. What I mean by that is that instead of focusing on making straighter, smoother lines or more even tones or more confident looking line strokes, instead of focusing on controlling your line to get better at drawing, try to focus on letting go of control. Allow your lines to be free, let your pencil discover the drawing. Draw messy. It seems counterintuitive, but it's simply the best and the most direct way to blast through drawing blocks and to completely break through to a new clarity in your work. The reason? Well, it's because drawing is a creative process. It's not an analytical process. My name's Siobhan, and on this channel, I share videos specifically about a dynamic and expressive approach to figure drawing. I help artists to break through blocks in their work and to discover their own personal drawing language. In this video, I want to share 4 exercises that will dramatically improve your line work. I initially wrote this as an article for my newsletter community, and I thought I'd share the info here on my YouTube channel as well. So if you want to receive weekly support, tips, and feedback on your drawings, I'd love you to join my newsletter. I've left a link in the description below. So drawing is a creative process, not an analytical process. Let me explain a little bit more about this. Control over the tasks that we do generally is governed by analytical thinking processes. These are the yes, that's right, no, that's wrong mode of thinking. And commonly this is known as left brain processes. These are processes that are focused on analyzing, naming, categorizing. They're all logic-driven ways of approaching tasks or problems. Creative processes, on the other hand, these are commonly associated with right brain activity. These don't analyze. They are focused entirely on discovery through exploration, curiosity, intuition, and feeling. They are creative or artistic-driven ways of approaching different tasks. Now, when you're drawing in a creative, intuitive, right brain mode, that's when you actually can enter a drawing flow state. When you draw with less control, you stop analyzing and judging as you draw. And thus, you've got a chance to draw better, to observe better, and to make marks in a much more responsive, creative, and artistic way. Now, it's important to note that most people who are very skilled at drawing are already doing this unconsciously. They've already spent a lifetime playing with lines and marks. They've experimented. So it's second nature to them to draw well, to express themselves creatively, while also being careful and considered in the outcome. But beginners, well, simply put, they are very often not just new to figure drawing, but they're new to drawing itself. So as a beginner, step 1 should be to discover what lines and marks can do for you. It's a really important exercise because even if you ultimately want to draw in a very controlled, photorealistic manner, having had the experience of expressive and dynamic mark making, that'll inform your choices as you draw. You'll have better confidence in line and mark making, and it'll inform the overall emphasis that you decide as an artist to make within the drawing. Now, the easiest way to achieve a dynamic artistic style is to practice creative and exploratory line work. You can do this simply as an exercise or as a drawing drill, and you will see the profound effect that it has on your line quality. There are several exercises that you can do to achieve this. Here are 4 that work immediately. The first one is scribble drawing or continuous line drawing. What you're going to do is make a drawing of the figure that uses just one line throughout the whole drawing. So set a timer for yourself for about 5 or 10 minutes and Don't lift the pencil or the pen off the page for the entire duration. Go over and back again and again, and especially in areas that need emphasis, using a kind of loose scribble line. I personally like to draw with a pen or ballpoint pen for this exercise because it has a free-flowing feeling or quality to it. The second exercise is to change up the drawing tool that you normally use. So if you're used to drawing with a pencil, pick up a piece of charcoal and don't draw with the charcoal. Try to use it differently. Use it like a paintbrush. Hold it differently in your hand. Make wild sweeping marks or dense, areas of tone. Don't limit your drawing to just making outlines of the figure. Really push the charcoal as much as you can. See where it can go, where it breaks, or how much of it you can layer onto the paper before it tears. The third exercise is to draw with your non-dominant hand. Now, this is a powerful exercise and it works for improving observation as well as mark making. What you'll do is spend an entire drawing session, whether it's 10 minutes or 20 or even 30 minutes, drawing only with the hand that you normally don't use. If, like me, you are not naturally ambidextrous, then this will be the most challenging drawing exercise you'll ever do. But it's also the most helpful. So I will often revert to drawing with my non-dominant hand if I'm stuck in my drawings, particularly in an area that I just can't seem to resolve. I'll just switch over to my left hand and work on it like that for a little bit, and it instantly helps me to see the forms better and easily resolves that area for me. The fourth exercise is to tape your pencil or a piece of charcoal to the end of a long stick and draw your subject by holding onto the very end of the stick and holding it at arm's length. Now, this works best if you're standing up, but if you don't have an easel, you could try just propping up your drawing board against a wall or something like that. Now, it's likely that you'll only be able to make one kind of mark when you're doing this drawing, like a scratchy line or something like that. But again, this will result in a breakthrough in your mark making. So it's very important to note, none of these exercises are really going to result in drawings that look nice. If you've spent any time on my YouTube channel or in my newsletter community, you'll know that I really emphasize process over outcome. And that's exactly what this approach focuses on. In other words, don't worry if the drawings that you make in these exercises are, in your opinion, just a bunch of messy lines and they're not worth keeping. That's okay. The value that you will get from these exercises will reveal itself in the very next drawing that you make, when you are trying to make proper finished drawings, because your line quality will have changed for the better. And I bet you'll come back to these exercises again and again to improve more. The very best drawings that I've ever done always feel to me like they're the drawings where I got out of the way, and by getting out of the way in a left brain analytical or controlling sense, you can allow a more truthful drawing to emerge for a number of reasons. But today we focused on line quality. Remember, your personal language of line is the single most important thing to achieve through drawing, especially if you're going to life drawing. You'll know that it's not always really about the end product or the final finished outcome. It's about a process, and every drawing that you make should be a vehicle that gets you closer to and eventually allows you to express your full, unique drawing language. So I hope this video was helpful, and I hope you got some good information out of it. Please let me know in the comments if you try any of these exercises, or if you've already got experience of experimenting with lines and marks. I'd love to hear your feedback. Don't forget to join my newsletter. That link is in the description below. And please give this video a like. It really helps me out. Thanks a million for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.